believe in the books like the Torah, believe in the Injil and the scriptures that was given to the prophets, believing in the prophets and messengers like Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus and Muhammad and all of them, okay?
Wait. So that's really interesting to me as a Jew. So do you believe in the prophet Isaiah and Jeremiah?
Jeremiah, yeah, yes.
So do you believe those books are accurate?
No, we believe that yes, God gave them a book. We believe they were inspired by God. However, the books that you have now, which is called the Old Testament, we don't believe everything in it. Okay, yeah. So also we believe in the
New Testament as well, you don't believe everything in it?
Yeah, yes, that's correct. Yeah, we don't believe everything in the New Testament.
Do you believe the original Tanakh and Old Testament and New Testament
I believe in the Torah.
True, but they were corrupted?
Yes, that's correct. So I believe that God gave a book which is Torah to Moses, and other books, they were uncorrupted, but afterward they became corrupted.
So I've been told that some Muslims believe that Isaac wasn't, there's a story of the binding of Isaac. Okay, what's going on?
Okay, the police here.
Okay. So we have the story of the binding of Isaac in Judaism. And,
yes.
And so I was told that some Muslims believe in the binding of Ismail.
Yeah, of the sacrifice, the history, the story of the sacrifice.
So that wasn't Isaac, that was...
Yes, we believe it was Ishmael.
Okay.
Yeah, we believe it was Ishmael, yes, correct. Okay. And so believe in God.
Is that in the Quran?
The Ishmael one, yes, is in the Quran. But it doesn't say Ishmael.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So where does it say Ishmael is?
It's in the Sunnah, the prophetic tradition, yes. The prophetic tradition, he mentioned that.
Is that like the hadith?
Yeah, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu which is part of Allah's revelation. Yeah, okay. Because what Prophet Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad said, I'm the son of the one who is been sacrificed, the son who's the one who is going to, his father was about to sacrifice him. Which is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu lineage doesn't go to Isaac, he goes back to Qaeda and Ishmael. So let me just go back to it in general.
Sure, yeah,
so believe in God, believe in the angels,
6
pillars, of the heart, which is called. Yeah. So the 5 pillars are mentioned called the outward actions. Now the 6 pillars of the inward. Believe in God, believe in the angels, believe in the messengers, believe in the books, and believe in the day of judgment, and believe in the pre-decree. That everything that occurs within the creation by God's permission.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I think you came the wrong day.
Okay, there's some kind of ruckus there, but we're going to continue if that's okay.
Continue, yeah, no problem. I don't mind them.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we believe. Yes, that's the Islamic belief, and also we believe that which is there's a pillar called Ihsan. Ihsan, which is mean completeness. So you worship God as you see Him, even though you do not see Him, He surely sees you. So Islam.
What do you mean as you see Him?
As you see Him, like when you imagine now, I want to do rob someone, I want to steal.
Yeah. I
remember. No, God, I can see God. Meaning, I have that belief that I know God exists. Some people believe in God, but they don't have that belief that that God exists. God is watching them.
Because what?
God is watching them.
Watching them.
Yeah. So you have to have that belief. You believe that God is watching you and God is there.
That's called Ihsan?
Ihsan, yeah.
Okay.
Which is completeness. So there's 3 levels. There's Islam, Iman, Ihsan. The 5 pillars of Islam, the 6 pillars of Iman, and the pillar of Ihsan, which is the perfection.
Wait. Is that the 7th one?
No, this is no.
That's one of the 6.
No, this is another pillar of. Let me make it clear.
Sorry.
No problem. There is 3 levels.
Okay.
There's called something 3 levels of religion.
Okay.
3 levels of religion. The first level is the 5 pillars of Islam. Yeah. نتكلم 1 minute. حاج احنا مع الراديو بارك الله فيك. راديو؟ يا راديو حاج. يا اخوان ما تضحكوا، هذا ليس العوبه، هذا انتم غدا وراء تضحكوا عليه. بارك الله فيك. فالإسلام وكذلك الإيمان. So first level is Islam, which is called the 5 pillars of Islam. No, the 5 pillars of Islam, which is the outward actions.
Okay.
The second level, which is called pillars of Al-Iman, of faith.
Of faith?
Yeah, which is inward actions.
Okay, like in Hebrew, emunah.
Okay, Al-Iman, yeah. And also you have the last level, which is the level of Al-Ihsan, which is the highest level.
Okay.
When you start worshiping God, as you see Him, even though you do not see Him, He surely sees you. Meaning that you have that belief that God is there, God is watching you, and God watches every action. So everything you do it for God.
Okay.
So when I'm gonna help someone, I do it for God. Yes.
Yeah. Now you said you wanted to talk to me a little bit about Judaism and
Judaism, but also because you mentioned that Shia spoke to you.
Yeah. So I spoke to a Shiite.
Yeah.
And he told us that the Sunnis were murderers and liars and a bunch of things. People can go watch that episode.
Yeah.
It's interesting because you've talked to me right now about all these things of faith and what you believe in a very positive way.
Yeah.
and his perspective was definitely coming about
Attacking.
how Islam has been falsified, and what
Yeah.
you think is Islam is false.
Yeah.
And he didn't start. Actually, I don't think it's entirely fair to say he didn't start, but to some extent, he was telling me about here's what we're not,
Yeah.
and here's who the fake people are.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I appreciate that you're telling me in a positive way.
Of course.
So,
of course. Yeah.
tell me about your perspective on the whole Sunni Shiite divide.
To be honest, I have many videos, me myself debating.
Okay, so where's your YouTube channel that people can find?
Yeah, my YouTube channel is DUS Dawah. DUS Dawah.
And how do you spell dawah?
Dawah DAWAH.
O-H. And tell
Yeah.
us what dawah is in Arabic.
Dawah mean in English, you mean? Dawah is
Oh,
Arabic.
right. So dawah is Arabic for calling, right?
Yeah, for calling and preaching.
Okay,
Yeah, teaching.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Okay. It's sort of like evangelism, but in the
yeah, in a way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. Yeah, in a way. Yeah. So what we believe that I believe Shiism is something which came after. I believe Shiism is a heretic group. Okay, and clearly you yourself, I don't have to, because of course some people are gonna think I'm gonna be biased because I'm a Sunni. I will tell you, go ask them question. The
Yeah.
question that you ask them.
Yeah.
Tell me your foundation of your religion, then ask him to prove his foundation from the Quran. I've been asking this question to Shiism many times. Your foundation that we have to only follow the household of the Prophet Muhammad, and it's more important to follow than following his companions. So where Allah says that we have to follow Ahl Bayt. Ahl Bayt mean his household.
The household of the Prophet.
Prophet ﷺ, yeah.
Okay.
It's not there. They say it is permissible to call upon Ali. To call upon Ali, okay? So I say
That's shirk, right?
which is called shirk. Yeah, you know that.
Right. So
Yeah.
in Hebrew we say shituf, which is partnership.
Which, how you say it?
Shituf.
Shituf, yes.
Shituf is
Yeah.
partnership.
Okay, yes, partnership. So
Yeah. And
we
I
could.
think shirk is probably a translation of the Hebrew.
Yeah, no, I don't know what.
Maybe the other way around.
Is
You
that the
think,
way?
I think ours came first, but whatever. Yeah. Okay.
You know what?
Well, and that came from this idea that there was in early or in certain period of rabbinical Judaism, there was this thing of the primordial man, and there was this idea that Jews were worshiping this primordial Adam, this Adam Kadmon,
Okay.
as kind of like a co-creator almost with God, and so that was condemned by Jews as shituf, as partnership. God is the
Partnership.
partner.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, God is one God. Yeah, so they say it's okay to call upon Ali. So where is the proof for that in the Quran? Rather in the Quran clearly, God said, "Do not call upon anyone besides him." You worship
they
him
pray to
alone.
Ali?
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they do.
So-
So there's because I don't want to go too much in detail about
Well,
them.
all right,
As
that's
I've
enough.
mentioned, you're
That's
going to be
enough.
biased.
Tell me what you want to. You said you wanted to have a conversation with
Yes.
Judaism. Talk.
Yeah, you believe in God.
Absolutely.
We believe God is one,
Yes. One.
and we believe God is perfect.